Hi Momsies, welcome back to my channel. Today we are continuing on the marriage and motherhood series, and today we are going to talk about 3 types of infidelity in marriage. This is a very important topic because I have been, I hear a lot of stories, you read the social media, you see what's happening out there. People are talking about, this is a deal breaker, it's a deal breaker. They're all talking about one type of infidelity, which, to be honest, doesn't carry weight in marriage. And at the end of this video, you'll understand why I said so. Now, before I even go forward, let's talk about what is infidelity. What is cheating? When you say your partner cheated on you or your partner is cheating on you, what does it mean really? Like I said, what we think infidelity is not actually what it is. I was having a conversation with someone and I was like, do you know why these women who maybe they are married, their husbands, they are the second wife, third wife or whatever, do you know why they seem happier than even the one-on-one people? It is because these ones already know what is happening. Do you know that if you tell your partner, hey, I like this person, I want to go and sleep with this person, and you go and sleep with that person, it is not considered cheating. You know why? Because for cheating to happen, for infidelity to happen, there has to be lack of transparency. It's the lack of transparency that hurts. It is not what that person did that hurts. It is the lack of transparency that hurts. So on this video, I am going to share the 3 types of infidelity that can break a marriage if something is not done quick. And if this is your first time watching me, you are welcome. My name is Lady Teresa, and on this channel I talk about anything money, mindset, personal development, marriage and motherhood, as I share my experience navigating this foreign country. Okay, now let's get started. The first type of infidelity, which is the most common, but as far as I'm concerned, is the one with the least weight. It carries the least weight, and that infidelity is sexual infidelity. That is the one that we say, oh, he's cheating on me, that one is cheating on me, and all that. But guess what? That is the lowest form of infidelity. It does not carry weight. It's not even enough to break a home, because it is a physical reaction. It has nothing to do with the person's values. It has nothing to do with who that person is. It is just a physical reaction. There are places you would be that it's almost very impossible for you not to. Not that you cannot hold yourself, but it's almost impossible. There are things you would do, there are activities you would engage in, there are things you would consume that will put you in that situation. So that is just one of it. But guess what? Do you know that it is not the sleeping with someone, it's the infidelity. It is the hiding, the lying, the deceiving, the putting that person on insecure mode. Those are the things that can break the marriage, not that you slept with someone. That's why I said, if you actually tell your partner, hey, I want to go and sleep with somebody, and you actually go and do it, number 1, that's not cheating. And number 2, to be truly honest, if you have that conversation and you do it, you will notice that your partner may not even feel as bad as they would feel if they are now beginning to check your phone, or you're hiding your phone, or you are lying, you're not telling your partner where you are, things like that. So it is not the action itself that causes that hurt or that can break the marriage. It is the lack of transparency, it is the lack of communication that causes it. But like I said, sexual infidelity is just the lowest form of infidelity, because at that point there's really nothing. You just did, and after doing, the thing has left you and you're back to yourself. The next stage of infidelity, which is a little bit stronger than the sexual infidelity, is the emotional infidelity. I've ever heard someone say, but I'm not cheating on you, I'm not cheating on you. They keep telling it to you, but you there's no difference between you and someone that they are cheating on. Have you ever been in that situation? There's no difference. Like, the person might as well have just gone to sleep with someone because there's no difference. Why? They are on the phone with someone, they are chatting with someone, they are sharing their emotional currency with someone else. If they are sharing their emotional currency with someone else, it is cheating. Why? Because that emotional currency, number one, they are not telling you about it. I keep saying it is the lack of transparency and openness that is cheating, and not the action itself. They're not telling you about it, and they are sharing with someone things that they should share with you, or things that they're not even sharing with you, or they are sharing it with you but not the way you want it, and you see that they're sharing that emotional, it's a currency. They are sharing it with someone else. They are hiding some of these things from you. They are hiding the way they feel. If your partner hides the way they feel about something to you without telling you about it, that is considered cheating. That is considered infidelity. So we need to look beyond all the regular sleep with someone because of that. There are deeper levels of infidelity. So the person is holding emotional communication, they are holding their emotional currencies to themselves, or they are sharing it with someone else. So there doesn't even have to be someone, and sometimes they are cheating on you with themselves, and sometimes you are cheating on your partner with yourself. If that is the situation, that is also considered infidelity, and that is even stronger than the sexual one. You know why? Because that is in your presence. It's in your face. It is not the one that, okay, the person is not even there. Maybe the person will come back and still talk to you. But this one, they are in your face. They are not able to share their emotional currency with you. They're not able to share their emotional state of mind with you. And they're not even able to provide you with that emotional currency. Do you see that this one is a sexual infidelity? Now let's go to the main, which is the hardest, it's almost, I think it's like number one cause of divorce. Yes. It is not, if it was sex, all those people, there are a lot of people out there that their partners are sleeping with someone else, but they are still there with their partner. There are a lot of people like that. If that was the biggest form of infidelity, then a lot of people would have broken up. But you see this particular one, this one is the number one killer of marriages, and that is financial infidelity. Have you ever heard of that before? Think about it. Let me allow you to say it. That is financial infidelity. There are a lot of spouses, a lot of couples who do not know anything about the other person's finances. That is not even the point. It can still work. If I don't know your finances, you don't know my finances, but we are doing well. We are providing for the family. That is still okay. You know why? Because at this point, there is no lack of transparency. It's not that we want to keep it to ourselves, but there is no lack of transparency. Where it becomes a problem is where, let's say, you start spending money without talking about what that money was spent on, or you start hiding from your partner. You start, asking, okay, imagine a spouse. You come and you ask your partner, please give me $1,000, please give me $200, please give me $500, and they ask you what for, and you say, don't worry, just give me. That's the beginning of infidelity, if you don't know. Because there's a popular statement that I heard, and since I heard that thing, it made a lot of sense to me. And that statement is, where facts are missing, people create stories, or people, they now rely on imagination. Anytime you don't have the facts, anytime you don't tell somebody plainly, this is this, this is this, this is that, they will now rely on their imagination, and most times their imagination will give them the worst. Your imagination is the most creative part of you, and in this instance, most often than not, it will create the negative thing. That is why a man will lie down, maybe they lost, Chelsea lost, Arsenal lost, whatever it is, that we're working on right now. And the man comes home and they're just feeling tired and they're just lying on the bed. And they don't tell you what it is that is wrong with them. And you, the woman, if you can relate, type it in the comments. And your head has gone haywire. Why? Because the facts were not provided. Because the facts were not provided, you rely on imagination, and the imagination will take you to where you don't know. That's when you start thinking, maybe he's tired of me, maybe he's tired of this marriage, maybe he wants to be. Because the facts were not provided. If the facts were provided, you would not need that imagination. That is the same thing with finance. The reason finance is number one killer in marriage is not even the fact that you're not telling me how much you have, I'm not telling you how much. The fact that we are in a home where our co-parents, right? We're a couple, we are raising a child together, so we are making financial decisions together. And yet, I don't know where you are financially, you don't know where I am financially. The table is already broken. Even if you're not cheating, even if you're not sleeping with someone, even if you're not emotionally attached to someone else, this is even the biggest infidelity, because money is the biggest decision people make. The biggest decision people make. So imagine if you are about to make this biggest decision and you don't know where this person stands. This person doesn't know where you stand. It is worse than sexual infidelity. It is worse than emotional infidelity. If you can relate, type it in the comments. And the whole essence of this post, I don't know who it is meant for, I don't know who this video is meant for, but the whole purpose of it is make sure that none of this would be the reason your marriage fails. And the one way to solve this problem is communication. See, if you see somebody you like, let me give you one tip on how not to cheat sexually, on how not to cheat. If you see somebody you like, immediately you see that person, go and tell your spouse, I saw this person that I like. Do you know that just saying it is going to stop that infidelity from happening? To be honest, emotional infidelity is the same thing. If you are in need of sharing your emotion, if you have the urge to share your particular emotion with someone else, go to your spouse and share that emotion with your spouse. Because the whole idea of need, the thing that people need is not, when it's not like it must be with this person or it must be with that person. It's just something that is lacking somewhere that you're providing somewhere else. So all you have to do, catch yourself before the lack of transparency sets in. Catch yourself before the hide and seek sets in. The same with finance. You don't have to tell your spouse everything about what's happening with your money, but if there is anything that's going to affect your spouse financially, you have to let him know. So if you're setting a budget for the home, set a budget for the home. Your individual money is your individual money. What you do with it is your choice. Their own is their own. What they do with it is their choice. But anything that has to do that you know that this thing I'm about to do is going to affect my partner financially, swallow your pride and communicate, no matter how bad. Because the more it is in your head, the more it magnifies and it looks bigger than it really is. But when you're able to share it with people, you will see the result faster, and you will notice that it's not as big as you thought. Alright? So if you found this video very valuable, share it with every married person you know, so that they can know the types of infidelity and so that they can catch themselves before it is too late. So see you next time. Like I said, stay tuned, subscribe, click the notification button, and you will continue to receive videos like this, content like this, week after week after week. Alright?